What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fan, 49er gang? This is your boy Niner Gang Podcast back in the building. And I got some special guests with me. This is a crossover podcast with Niner Gang Podcast and the Forever Faithful Podcast. We have the co-host at Lefty, aka Christian, and we have our guy 49er Media here, aka Anshul. We are here to talk post-game comments in regards to this atrocity that we had to watch on Sunday night. So let's start off with the positive notes. Let's go positive first, and then we'll go ahead and rip into the negative because there was a lot of that to talk about. So on a positive note, there's this little thing called defense. We really know how to play. D'Amico Ryans really knows how to coach. Mooney is a really good player. Ward, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Mosley's a really good player. There's a variety of guys we could talk about here that we have on our defense that do fantastic work. So we're going to start with you on 49er Media. Tell us how you felt about this good, just destructive defense that we had.
Well, man, the defense came out, played really, really well for, I'd say, the majority of the game. I mean, Kevin Givens, who had to replace Eric Armstead, as Eric Armstead is battling with a foot injury, so didn't get to play. And I thought Kevin Givens was great. I believe he ended up with 4 pressures. And so, I mean, the defensive line total overall had 24 pressures. And so the defense secondary, I thought there were really no issues at all in the defensive end.
All right, Lefty.
The D-line was freaking amazing last night. Man, they were pressuring them all night. Got a freaking multiple sacks last night. But I got to give it to the freaking the DBs too, because we got a sack from a coverage sack that was freaking really nice. They played really, really well. Like, I said Mosley was going to be my guy, and he had a pretty good game. He didn't get that interception I was hoping for him to get, but defense played amazing. We had chance for multiple turnovers too, and we couldn't fall on the ball. We caused a couple different fumbles and couldn't capitalize on it. But otherwise, the defense was amazing. Like, I'm thinking, like, damn, this defense is best defense in the league, and if we had the offense to match it, it'd be hard to beat us.
I have to agree with everyone's sentiments here, man. The defense balled out, and if you guys didn't catch the thumbnail, that's how we all feel after watching that offensive atrocity that was put on the field last night. Defensively, everybody balled out, man. I mean, Huff showed up for another fantastic fucking game. Leading tackler was Dre Greenlaw with 10. Next up was Mosley and Ward with 8 each. Fred Warner had 7. Gibson had 5. Diamador Lenore had 5. Aziz had 5. But, Talanoa Hufanga had 4. He also had a tackle for a loss. Lenore had 1 pass defense. Charvarius Ward had a pass defense. So did Emmanuel Mosley. We didn't have any interceptions, but as far as our sacks, we had 4. So Kevin Givens got a sack. Nick Bosa had a sack. Hyder and Drake Jackson, our young
Welcome to the NFL.
Hold up. Welcome to the NFL, baby. Your first sack is on one of the best quarterbacks in the league, in Russell Wilson. He don't look like it right now because he's with Denver, but, he had some formidable years when he was there with Seattle. So the defense showed up. They showed out. They played a hell of a game. And you know what the defense did after the game? They took ownership. They stated that this was on them, that they have to be better. Let me tell y'all something. As defense, shut the fuck up. Don't say that. You know what you're doing? You're becoming an enabler. It's like someone who's addicted to something, and you giving them that something they're addicted to. They'll never become unaddicted if you keep giving it to them. So the big issue is, for me, when when I look at the defense, I didn't do
You're breaking up. Is it my connection?
anything wrong.
No, I'm here. Deon, your disc, you're like in and out.
I did everything I was supposed to. At least last time I checked. So why would you go out there and take responsibility for a loss that you didn't cause? The offense didn't play well. 1 for 10 on third down. That is an
1 for 12. 1 for 12.
We didn't get a first down.
But Jimmy Garoppolo's third down king. 2-minute drill at the end of the game to possibly win? Oh, yeah, Jimmy's great at 2-minute drills. Didn't look that way. Am I like choppy?
Yeah.
I may have to drop out and come back in.
But one
Am I good now?
It's really behind. It's like lagging pretty bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Never mind.
There's an echo.
There we go. I'm sorry. The thing is true, man. I knew I had to make sure my shit was juice. And I'm sure, why the fuck can't we see your face, man? What the hell, bro? You look like a ghost.
He'd be hiding down behind some green screen.
Let's see if that.
Oh, there he is, a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah, so sorry. Didn't mean for the computer to have a meltdown moment. But my computer was thinking about the way our offense played last night and just said, fuck it.
Dude. Fuck, I know, dude. That's kind of how I felt on the whole season after yesterday.
I want to say one thing, though, and it's not about the defense or offense, but the special teams. Money Mitch, man.
Woo!
Ooh.
My Mitch boy. Hey, ever since that man got paid, he been playing shit out that ball.
That's what happens.
Fuck yeah.
That day, look, man, y'all better not say nothing about Mitch Wisnowski, okay? Mitch got paid, and he's been kicking the shit out that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah.
He's been doing a fantastic job. Like, and that's the crazy thing. Our special teams, our defense looked great. The only phase of the game we didn't do well in was fucking offense.
What gets me is people using the excuse that Jimmy didn't have the playbook all off season and have
He's
this. And I'm like,
veteran.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
But it's funny that that's their excuse. But I'm pretty sure he missed 3 would-be touchdowns that have nothing to do with the playbook. They have to do with him sucking it, reading the field when Debo was wide open, doesn't even throw it to him. Another one where he fucks up the throw to Debo, where Debo would have, if he hits Debo in stride, it's a touchdown. We end up not getting any points off that. And then the one where if he hits Debo on the slant, that's probably a touchdown.
Yeah, those are all facts too. And the biggest issue that we have here is that Jimmy just couldn't get anything moving. He couldn't get anything going. And if he doesn't get into a rhythm, then he winds up not being able to play. So here's the thing. Trey Lance, as a 22-year-old kid, got up on the podium and took responsibility. You a grown-ass man. What is Jimmy, like 30, 31, some shit like that? I don't fucking know. Excuse me, but you got up at the podium and then blame the whole team. What you need to do is take responsibility for your shitty-ass play and stop blaming the team. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't it doesn't make sense. And Tommy Huxley put it right up there. You know you done fucked up. Because the number one thing that I don't like is Kyle. You can go out there and talk shit about Debo. You can go out there and talk shit about IU. You can talk shit about everybody. But you can't talk shit about this worthless fuck that put that bullshit performance on the field last night. You couldn't say anything negative about him? Why? Because it'll hurt his fucking pussy-ass confidence? Oh, I'm Jimmy, and you hurt my feelings. I don't know how to play football anymore. But last week your bitch ass thought it was like riding a bike.
Jimmy
So it was like riding a bike last week, but then this week, now I didn't have the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
And David Lombardi and Michael Silver, boy, y'all need to really stay off this young man's dick.
Dude.
Because y'all was riding the fuck out of that with them bullshit ass excuses. Oh, well, he didn't have a playbook. And, all off season, he was just nobody. Really? Mike, Kyle Shanahan went right back to the same bullshit he's been running with Jimmy for fucking years.
I know.
So
Exactly.
how is
Jimmy
it that
knows
you
the
don't know
fucking
the
playbook
play
already?
How do you not understand this? Jake Brendel, get your snaps together, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I have to see Daniel Brunskill at center because you don't know how to snap the ball, I'm going to be real pissed off.
Oh, man, it's going to be even worse.
Dude, well, like, Jimmy doesn't even give a shit. Fucking smiling and right after the game, after that shit, just smiling, acting like you don't give a fuck.
And, bro, he's like, oh, we weren't in rhythm. Well, you started off the game, what was the second or third drive where you were able to go down the field and Brandon Ayuk scored the touchdown. And you're telling me you couldn't find rhythm in the freaking second
He never could
half?
find rhythm. The only reason we scored that is because Wilson broke that long run.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wilson was the one who did it. And here's the other thing. So let's go ahead and we'll shift to the offense since we're talking about it. Jimmy Garoppolo, 18 of 29, 211 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, 4 sacks, a 14.2 QBR.
And a safety.
So
Don't remember
bad.
that.
And a safety.
Dude.
Don't forget about
like that is just like it's absolutely absurd. And Terradome said it. How in the hell do you throw a pick six and get a safety at the same goddamn time?
Dude,
how is that humanly possible? That you
only Jimmy G knows that.
It's the epitome of Jimmy Garoppolo. It's unreal. And I think what bugs me the most is we're sitting here and watching how good the flashes that we see of Brandon Ayuk and the ability for him to become an all-pro receiver. And he just can't get a quarterback to throw him the ball fucking to save his life. Like, I literally see flashes of what Ayuk's doing, and I'm like, dude, this guy's could be an all-pro if we could just have somebody get him the fucking ball.
He would be fantastic if he could do that. And here's the other thing that killed me about our offense. Jeff Wilson Jr. had 12 carries for 75 yards, 6.3 yards per carry. Yes, he had the fumble, but I mean, that can happen to anybody.
He was trying to make something happen. That happens when you're trying really hard.
He was trying.
He's trying to put the team on his back there. It happens when you do that.
Yeah, because that was near the end of the game, and he was trying to hope that we could go down the field and get the game-winning field goal or touchdown.
He was trying to make something happen.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, Jeff Wilson Jr. was averaging 6.3 yards per carry. Jordan Mason only got 1 touch and got 7 yards. So that's technically 7 yards per carry. So let's look at this. We have Jordan Mason, Marlon Mack. Joey's always with the shit. Joey's always with the shit. I love Joey.
That's a good one.
Damn, Joey's a fucking savage.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, that right there, I agree with
you
old
guys
school.
See Fred Warner's face after the game?
Old school Grizz, I agree with you on that. Nice to see you on the channel, man. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button.
Look how Fred looked after the game. He looked like, fuck this shit.
No, why do you think I use that as a thumbnail?
Exactly.
That's the whole point. Let me tell you something. So, going back to the run game, we have three backs. Why did we only use one? Why did Jordan Mason not get any touches? Why didn't we rotate in Marlon Mack? You couldn't run Marlon Mack on some basic ass shit?
To be fair,
really? You couldn't just run a fucking dive with Marlon Mack. You couldn't run a counter with Marlon Mack. You couldn't run a toss to Marlon Mack. All these things are basic, everyday plays that every single team knows. But you wouldn't do that because you wanted to put Debo in the backfield. You know what Debo had? 5 carries for 6 fucking yards. 1.2 yards per carry.
And it's because teams know what the fuck to do now. They game plan for.
Would changing running backs made a difference? Did you not notice every time we run the ball, there's fucking stacked box every fucking time? They're just fucking lining up, just like, go ahead and fucking run it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Mason, the only carry he got, how many yards did he get? 7 yards. Why didn't he get the ball more then?
Exactly. So then you go over and you look at the receivers. And what do we have? 5 receptions for 73 yards from Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk, 3 for 39 with the TD. Jeff Wilson Jr., 3 for 31. And then George Kittle, 4 for 28. Juice 1 for 24. Like, look at these numbers. We only had 211 yards passing, and that's pretty pathetic. And then when you look at the fumbles, Jimmy, Jeff, Ray, and the only two that were lost were by Jimmy and Jeff. And Jeff, I mean, he was just trying to make something happen. I can't blame him for that. But Jimmy, I can blame you for that. Because I already know what the fuck happened with that bullshit. But it's the ineptitude of Kyle Shanahan understanding that this quarterback is just not that guy. Everybody was sitting up there saying how much better we would be. All of those people, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd, Silver, all of these cats, Lombardi, Skip, they'd be very better with Jimmy Garoppolo and everything would be great. Dante Whitner, of all people, literally had the balls to get on TV and say that we go to the Super Bowl with this trash-ass quarterback.
I know.
Dante, I bet you're eating your fucking words now, aren't you? You sound really suspect.
Cowherd said. Cowherd's like, every freaking good quarterback's had their first game was trash.
Oh my God, Cowherd is so happy.
Fucking Christ.
Well,
dude.
It kills me how everybody makes him an excuse for a 9-year veteran, but Trey can't get not a bit of a pass, and he's not even played a full year in the fucking league. But he's a bust, he's this, he's that, everything is all that.
Ridiculous.
Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you, even at Trey's worst, he would not have been as bad as fucking Jimmy was last night.
Oh yeah, my bad, Terry. Don't skip.
I want to talk about
this, man. It's fucking stupid, and it kills me that we lost this game 11-10. You know why? Because the defense actually got up on the field. I mean, actually got up at the podium and had the nerve. Oh yeah. Yep. Whitner said we go 16-0 the rest of the season with Jimmy. You look really dumb now, don't you, Dante? I'm sorry. And you come to me. I'm at Swift D on Twitter. I'm 49er_Deon on Instagram. I want all the smoke. Please tell me what the fuck you saw from that bum ass quarterback that makes you think we about to go 16-0. Because right now, currently your record is 0-1. Like these are things. So let's even get into it. Christian, Kyle literally do you know Kyle got up at that post game pressure and said he was afraid of Russell Wilson? That's why he allowed them to kick the field goal. This motherfucker said in a presser he was worried about Russell Wilson making a play.
Dude, that's so disrespectful. If you're D'Amico Ryans,
a different game.
If you're D'Amico Ryans, you hear that, as soon as you see Kyle, you tell him to go eat a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like if I'm D'Amico Ryans, I'm like, bro, really? You're just gonna go out and disrespect my defense like that? Oh, you're afraid of Russell Wilson? Fuck you.
Our defense
down last night.
Playing so well. That's why when he made that, when I saw that Kyle did that, I was like so confused because I was like, why would we freaking accept that?
You can't tell me anything different. Kyle's just not meant to be a head coach. Like everybody's saying, like, is Mike McDaniels the mastermind? No, Mike McDaniels just has the personality to be a good head coach. Kyle has a fucking terrible personality. Like he does not have a personality to be a head coach.
He's not
because his personality. You got to realize his personality is our team's identity, and I hate our team's identity personally because of his personality. It's not good. It's not good for the team.
Yeah, man, and it's just like it's weird because the biggest issue for me is that the defense went up there, took responsibility for the ineptitude of the offense, which should not be the case. And then the other thing is that Jimmy got up there and did what he always does and deflected and put it all on the team.
Such a fucking.
Why is it that Trey Lance can get up there at 22 years old and say that he made mistakes, go to specific plays, talk about certain things, but Jimmy can't get up there and do the same thing, and he's a 9-year veteran? Why does this young man have more decorum than you?
Yeah. Tell me how everybody says Jimmy's a great teammate. Everybody loves Jimmy. Jimmy this, Jimmy that. And then all we see is the opposite. Everything everybody said about Jimmy's this great about this. He's a great teammate. Actions speak louder than words, motherfuckers. I've never seen him be anything but a piece of shit. who's a fucking selfish bastard. Oh, fucking, it's the team, blah, blah, blah. He's never fucking man enough to take any responsibility for his bullshit. And he just comes off as an ass to us fans. And we're supposed to just be, oh, yeah, Leslie, just take you for your word. He's great this, great that. Well, he's never showed me that. He's sitting there fucking laughing and smiling and shit after he just cost us the fucking game with his shit-ass play when his defense busted his ass for them. And he's just sitting there fucking laughing right after the game where other Niners are fucking walking with their heads down, fucking upset and pissed off that we lost. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you
Some
have
teammate.
to look. Yeah, and that's what kills me, man, is that everybody says, well, they love him as a teammate. I'm sorry, bro. If you're my teammate and you suck and you cost us a game, I'm mad at you. I am. I'm pissed off. And don't expect me to be buddy with you the next fucking day. Because I'm gonna carry that anger for a little bit. And once it starts to dissipate, I might fuck with you again. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely gonna let you know I am not sitting here to be played with. This is not a game. I'm not joking. Dead ass. You need to be better. And the one thing is, I feel like nobody holds him accountable. Like, Kyle go up to the podium and hold everybody accountable except for Jimmy. I don't understand why. You can't get up there and openly state to the world, my quarterback played like shit tonight. He needs to be better. If Mike Singletary can get up there, pull his goddamn pants down, slap his own ass and say, I want winners, then you can get your ass up at the podium and say, you know what? It was not good enough from Jimmy. My offense was inept. He is the engine that drives this offense. He needs to be better. Make a public statement. Put his bitch ass on notice. Stop coddling him. Don't hold his fucking head. He a grown-ass man.
I just keep seeing how these other young coaches and other coaches, like new head coaches, how they act and how their team seems to get behind them, and it seems like a positive experience.
Like Mike McDaniels.
Like fucking Sirianni for the Eagles. Like I'm seeing these other guys. Fuck Doug Peterson right now with fucking what he's doing.
Jacksonville.
I never get that. I don't get that feeling from Kyle at all.
Ragnu from the Detroit Lions has his players more behind him than Kyle does at this moment. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you right now. Everybody will say that Kyle is this offensive genius, this, that, and the third. Let me tell you something. Didn't look like it last night, and there's been too many times where it hasn't looked like it. You know who came in our division the same time Kyle came in? And I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think they came in right around the same time. It was Sean McVay.
Sean McVay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know Sean McVay doesn't have a losing record. Sean McVay has a Super Bowl ring. You know why? Because he bet every fucking thing every fucking year, and he forced his way into the playoffs, and he finally got what he needed. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, Matt Stafford looks like a shell of himself because he wasted all his good years in Detroit. But it is what it is. You got enough out of him to get over the hump. Jared Goff wasn't going to do that shit. So, to me, I don't understand how it is that Kyle doesn't hold him accountable. Like, you need to really get in his face and tell him, hey, I need you to do this shit, and I need you to do it correctly. You can't keep looking at a player and looking at someone else and going, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to throw the ball. I can think about it. Let me pat the ball 50 times. Oh, by the way, let me tap my feet 80 fucking times in the pocket, and then I'll think about throwing it. Oh, no, I missed Brandon Ayuk. He was wide open. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I got an idea. How come when you see we can't run the ball because they're stacking the box, oh, you know what? Let me throw the ball fucking deep, regardless if we complete it, but let me keep them honest so they're fucking our run game can actually get going.
Exactly.
Oh, do we ever? But are we calling any deep shots? Nope.
Jalen Moore played like ass when he came in, which is why he got replaced with Colt McKivitz.
Yeah, Danny Gray was on the roster. He was suited up. Fucking, they're bringing the linebackers up. Everybody's up on the line. Send the fucking speedster down the field and fucking throw it. Either we catch it, we don't. Whatever happens, at least fucking make him pay for fucking putting everybody on the line. I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's like we don't even want to help ourselves when we're struggling. So
okay, let's do this. Media, what was your your highlight of the game?
I'm gonna go with the pin with Mitch Wishnowski and Samuel Womack getting it and making it pin at the 1 yard.
I like it. Christian?
I'm gonna go with Jackson's sack. The stunt, they ran a stunt, and then he came in fucking flying through the middle.
He's got so much speed. It's
Fuck,
unbelievable.
dude. He's perfect for that stunt they ran too, because he runs the stunt where he comes from the end through the middle and then just fucking boom, dude, so fast through the middle.
Yeah, and for me, I have to say is anytime I see Russell Wilson get sacked, I don't care. Any of the sacks. I love the fact that he got sacked. That's all that I gave a fuck about. That was pretty much it.
Trip.
Okay, you know what's crazy to me? People are saying Brock Purdy should be given a chance.
Bro, could he have been any worse than Jimmy Garoppolo last night, bro? Like, for reals. Like, let's be honest.
No, but I don't think he would be saving us.
Well, I mean, I would have rather seen that.
Because
than what we
everybody's
had.
like, oh, he did well in the preseason. He's going to look good on the
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying as
No,
bad as
I'm
fucking
not
Jimmy
saying
was,
you
his ass
are.
should have been benched.
I'm just saying other people are. Like, I'm not saying you are.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Purdy going in after watching what Jimmy freaking did.
I don't think Purdy would be able to help, though. Like,
Maybe not.
I get that he needs playing time because obviously he needs to develop. But it's...
Deon, you getting in trouble.
Man, what you talking about? Anyway.
I'm just playing, bro.
He said Mike Tirico said you came inside of them on the TV. Wow.
Joey, you're always...
Dude,
Joey is always off the chain, bro.
Ayuk is such a stud, though. Like,
dude,
he's such a good receiver.
This
but
is
I swear,
crazy.
Dude,
But if I'm Ayuk, bro,
Want the fuck out of here.
I'm asking for a trade, bro. If I'm Ayuk.
I know. You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
you got to
bro.
go somewhere where you can actually flourish and have your skills used to their maximum limit.
Yeah, send me to Buffalo.
Instead of being
Fuck.
here rotting away. That's fucking stupid.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
if I'm Ayuk, I'm like, send me to fucking Buffalo. Can you imagine two of the best route runners in the league on the same team?
But that'd be scary. That's really scary.
Him and Stephon Diggs on the other side. Oh, shit.
This is
God
true.
damn.
This comment is facts.
God, I know. Kyle's not. I don't think Kyle's.
Kyle
like his
should be
dad.
an offensive coordinator and not a head coach.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying this. I agree. I don't think he's meant to be a head coach. Like I don't ever feel like he gets the guys to rally.
Yeah, and the
anything.
thing is, everybody's saying, "Oh, well, we were 3-5 last year, so we can do it all over again and come back and make the playoffs." You know how hard that is. You know how hard our schedule is compared to last year. We have to play the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Buccaneers. Like, no, it ain't gonna happen this year.
I know. Like, we're supposed to go. We're supposed to like all go to the Buccaneers game. I'm thinking I'm gonna go down there to see the guys. I don't know if I'm actually gonna pay to go to the fucking game though.
Yeah, we gotta watch an atrocity like that. I don't know, man. That
like I'm down to go so we can all hang out down at the Bay, but I'm not gonna probably go to the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm sorry if that's happening. Like, that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty shitty when you pay to go watch somebody fucking fail. You know what I mean? And that's not what we want, but it's just what we already know. Like, we've seen this dude. We know what he brings to the table and what he doesn't. And this crazy motherfucker always finds a way to fuck it up.
Yep, and
give me a sec, guy.
All right. Yeah, Melissa Brannon's okay. He just had something to do. He couldn't get on.
You are actually watching on playback? I am, yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna watch it live. I don't like watching the televised games, like the ones I can watch on TV on.
No.
Playback.
I don't think Kyle trusts Lance personally. Like, I feel like if he did, it'd be a different story.
Honestly, I don't know what Kyle.
Fucking Joey, man. He's always with the
That's
bullshit,
a good
bro.
one.
Hey, look,
Dude.
man. Joey. I'm online, bro. You want the smoke, man? Come get it. Look, man. I ain't half bad at man. I do all right.
I
I'm okay.
I don't know what to think with Kyle in this front office. I don't know what to think at all anymore. It just you never know. It's all secretive. It's all bullshit. It's so fucking frustrating to be a 49ers fan all the time.
See this right here. So look at this comment. It says Jed wants to pay the least amount of money possible to keep the team competitive, but not enough to win. So we keep buying tickets and merch forever. Here's the thing. Shit wouldn't have happened on Eddie DeBartolo's watch.
Nope.
Eddie D made sure
Eddie
that
DeBartolo
he took care of us. And he made
was
sure
the
that he
man.
took care of those players. And it was like a family atmosphere in there. And I can tell you right now, Eddie DeBartolo wouldn't be standing for Jimmy Garoppolo with this fuck shit.
Fuck no, dude.
The man got rid of Joe Montana. You really think Jimmy would last 5 minutes?
No, not at all.
Joe brought us 4 fucking Super Bowls. Him and Bill Walsh was like, it's cool. We handed it over to Steve. So You mean to tell me you really think this dude wouldn't axe fucking Jimmy Garoppolo a long time ago? Hell, they'd have been moved on.
He would have.
Eddie D was the man. Eddie D was the man. It's just all over the place. Like, I'm so tired of this and tired of watching Jimmy and watching this shit, and then like people making excuses like we didn't already fucking expect this, like we haven't already been saying this is who Jimmy is and what we expect to see. So it wasn't surprising that happened last night. But it makes me not want to do a podcast. It makes me not want to fucking be a fan for the year and take a year off. Like, I'm not even kidding. It makes me not want to do any of this.
No, bro, hey, look, and you're not the only person that felt that way, because when Lance went down, I think, who was it, me, you,
Dude, I was
Bashar,
depressed.
49er Minded, we definitely felt like that, man. We were not happy at the fact that Jimmy had to come in and be our quarterback, because we have a coach that decided to run our actual quarterback into the ground and wind up having him hurt. And it's really unfortunate. All of the injuries that happen under Kyle Shanahan's watch, is the only thing we're top 10 in consistently every fucking year when he's here, is injuries. So now you have no Trent Williams. You have no Jimmy Ward. You have no Aziz Al-Shaair. We gotta rely on Flanagan Foles to do anything, which I don't know if that's gonna help. And we gotta rely on Colt McKivitz to be on that tackle until he gets back. Like, we're basically we are in a really tough spot. And we got the Rams. You think Bobby Wagner ain't salivating to go ahead and get Jimmy G again? You know he is. He's been getting Jimmy G since he's been in Seattle. So you really think it ain't gonna make no difference now that he in LA? He gonna do the same thing. He probably looking at him and telling him, "Hey man, don't worry about it. He only throw over the middle." Like, this shit it's crazy.
I don't expect. I have zero expectations. I just want the season to go and get the fuck out of the way. You literally got fucking RG3 fucking clowning Jimmy on fucking ESPN, and the funny thing is he's right. And the funny thing, you know, what's even funnier, as RG3 saying this, Steve Young is joining in and adding into it because he's fucking tired. Doesn't like Jimmy either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just everybody is starting to slowly realize that the guy is not it. Like, he doesn't have what it takes
This front
to
office
be
is
a
full of
pure
shit
NFL
too.
quarterback, and that's the only people that seem to be blind to it. You know, like, it didn't make sense. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When I was watching a game last night, I could have sworn Parag had like 4 family members in the crowd. Man, there was a bunch of dudes out there that looked just like Parag. I was dead.
Joey.
Why?
I want to say this though. It's like, bro, I don't freaking understand why for the past few years the offense is not the reason why we win games. Kyle, you're an offensive-minded coach.
I know.
Why the fuck are we not? That's why
I just feel like he doesn't have it anymore. I don't think he has the genius anymore. I don't think he tries. I don't have any faith in him. It doesn't. Nothing feels like it used to.
Yeah, like, it's like he just helped to come change the culture and make this team win, and then now it's just kind of like he doesn't care about the players, puts guys in the doghouse, makes bad decisions, and he just doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yep. I don't know. I don't really know what to think the rest of the season, dude. I'm kind of just at a loss for words. He's just, I can't stand the people that make excuses like I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm like, I almost want to be like, just started, insulting people when they fucking say anything pro Jimmy. I'm like, well, your fucking football IQ is about -10.
Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense when they actually try to like when they try to prop him up and make excuses for him. I'm like, you know what's weird? You're gonna prop up an 8-9 year veteran and give him every excuse in the world. But when Trey Lance gets on the field, you want to rip him to shreds, and he's barely even played any football. I really don't understand how that works when it, like that's an ass backwards to me.
We're making fun of Jimmy for what Dan Orlovsky did. Difference is Dan Orlovsky was in his first year with Detroit. He was a rookie. Jimmy was a fucking 9-year vet and did it.
Exactly. And you know that, okay, Trey Lance, he's going to make mistakes because he's a young kid. He's basically a rookie. So we can deal with that. But Jimmy Garoppolo, he ain't going to get any much better because he's a 9-year vet. Why is Jimmy Garoppolo still here?
He's here because Kyle wants him here. And it didn't make any sense to me. Like, here's the thing. So, Ron Rivera denies that he asked about Jimmy Garoppolo at all. He says, I didn't ask about him. We didn't call about him, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, man. I mean, if you want to sweep it under the rug, act like you did, that's cool. But here's the thing. If they actually call and we wound up getting screwed because he wanted to have shoulder surgery, you know what that does? It proves to you that the guy was purposely trying to fuck us. All last year, you know what people were doing? Jimmy's taking this Trey Lance thing great. He's such an awesome teammate, blah, blah, blah. But right after the season, we going to trade you. You say goodbye, and you go out and have shoulder surgery to fuck your trade value.
Mm-hmm.
And now we stuck with you. And the team basically did all the work for another team by restructuring him. So it's like if Trey Lance would have stayed healthy and somebody would have called, it would have been easy for them to call because they'd be like, yeah, man, we can take this motherfucker at $6.5 million. Shit. We don't know if he's even going to play or not. That's fine. But you don't do the legwork for a team and then turn around and say, oh, well, we got to keep him because we don't really have any other choice. We're not going to let a good quarterback go. Last night, that was a good quarterback. I don't know what's happening, but I'm sorry. I definitely didn't see a good quarterback last night. I saw the complete polar opposite of such.
Oh, dude, so bad. Terrible.
So, I mean, at the end of the year, at the end of the day, it's going to be a situation where we're just going to wind up continually stuck with this dude, and we're going to have to deal with his ups, his downs, his shortcomings, his ins and outs, and it is what it is, man. I mean, I don't really know what else we can really do. There's not much else that we have. Kyle needs to start running other running backs instead of Deebo Samuel. We have 3 of them. I don't know why you didn't go ahead and run them. You know what I'm saying? You had Jordan Mason. You had Marlon Mack. You act like those 2 dudes just didn't exist. And you ran, Jeff Wilson Jr. like nobody's business. It's like you want to sit up there and malign people and be mad about this, that, and the third, but you're not actually helping yourself. You don't look good right now. Kyle is under 500 people. So he does not look great. He's at 2 winning seasons out of 5. And this is his 6th. And they already gave this motherfucking extension, which wasn't warranted. You've had some really bad years. Like, you got to think about that, man. You got to really try to be a better head coach, and you have to know when things aren't working to switch your game plan up. You got to adjust on the fly, and you got to have killer instinct. And those are just things that Kyle Shanahan, unfortunately, doesn't possess. Now, he's not going anywhere because he got that extension, so I can complain about him all I want. I have to sit here and deal with his face. But at the end of the day, at a bare minimum, you could have, in your first year, picked a quarterback that you wanted and made him into who you wanted him to be. But you didn't do that because you were dick riding Kirk Cousins, and you wound up with Jimmy Garoppolo. And over the past couple of years, there's been nothing going on. Nothing.
I want to get to this clown real quick. So he says if Trey doesn't work out next season, we should keep John and fire Kyle.
They
But
won't do that because they're still gonna have to pay Kyle.
Yeah.
Because he just signed that extension.
And the thing is, even if they did somehow, I feel like if one gets fired, the other gets fired too. So it's not like we're going to be keeping one of them. If Kyle's gone, John's gone too.
Yeah, they came as a package deal. They'll probably leave as a package deal, if anything. But I'll say this. Maybe it's a situation where Kyle just really needs to hand the play calling duties over to someone else, because when Mike McDaniels was doing things, it wasn't really a big deal. You know what I mean? It was different things. He seemed to be calling the right plays. We see the offense seemed to be working and humming, and we did what we needed to do to be able to win games. But I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what he wants to do or what he thinks is going to happen, but he's got to figure it out.
This offense doesn't always seem like the Kyle Shanahan offense we're used to seeing. Or
No, not
we've seen before that can be great. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of just dumbfounded at this point, lost for words, and I'm kind of just over it.
Yeah, the offensive ineptitude has been just horrendous, and we all would love to see it, come back to its glory days and be better and show us the things that we were hoping to see throughout the year. But unfortunately, it's just not something that's going to happen. We just have to continue to deal with the fact that we have a head coach who believes in the quarterback who's inept and who just has an ego, the size of fucking Texas, and he doesn't want to come down off of his fucking stoop. He has to learn sometimes, man. Every now and then you got to step back and say, you know what? I fucked up. Let me own that. Now I got to fix it. But that's not something that Kyle does. You leave it to him. It's all about execution. Well, here's the thing. When execution doesn't go your way and things don't necessarily work, you know what you do? You turn around and you look at your quarterback, and your quarterback is supposed to go, shit's not working. I got to figure out a way to make a play. But we don't have a quarterback that can do that because he's too inept.
Pretty much. I know we're going to keep doing these podcasts the rest of the season, but not sure how.
Yeah, it's not going to be definitely
excited. I'm going to be or spunky. I'm going to be. It's going to be mostly like I'm here. Let's do this and get it the fuck over with.
Yeah, like
it takes the joy out of this.
Yeah, it's fun when you're winning. It's fun when you see guys making big plays, and that's the thing that's the worst thing. The defense played a hell of a fucking game. A hell of a game.
The best defense we've had in 10 years.
And for them to have to do all that work and wind up in a situation where we are not, even in a position to win.
Could you imagine how deflated the defense had to feel last night?
Bro, and once again, that's the reason for the thumbnail. Fred Warner's face says it all. There's no way he can't be disgusted.
And he should have not been having to say out there and be like, "Oh, we could have played better as a defense."
I know. Imagine being D'Amico Ryan and
bro, his body language and his facial expression said that he was told to say that. Because I'm telling you right now, bro, like the number one thing that I don't think happens in the locker room, and I think it needs to happen, is nobody holds Jimmy accountable. Everybody just gives him a pass.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, somebody, a vet on that team needs to walk up and look at him and tell him, you need to play fucking better. I'm not going to be out here busting my ass doing my motherfucking job and you out here shitting, out here laying an egg on the field. You need to play better. You need to be better. And you need to start taking responsibility. Stop going up there and blaming the fucking team for your ineptitude. Get your shit together. Because I'm out here busting my ass, earning my paycheck while you're over here fucking off, getting paid for free. As a defense, it's not my job to score. If I score, it's a bonus. It's a plus.
Yep.
But you just threw a pick six and had a safety at the same goddamn time. In what world does that make any sense for you to be that fucking happy.
That's just how bad you know Jimmy Garoppolo is, because only Jimmy Garoppolo would do that
Fucking shit.
Like, and
Over
that's
this, dude.
that's the thing. I don't think nobody holds him accountable. He walks around there free reign, and nobody says shit. And a lot of and you know what killed me was I think it was last year or the year before. A lot of the team was running around, and everybody was being soft, and they were like, all the yelling and stuff doesn't do anything, and we like to just talk to each other, and we figure it out. Let me tell you something. When that fucking when Jimmy Ward called that meeting, I guarantee you there was some yelling in there. There wasn't just a walk in, hey guys, we need to play better. Thanks for coming. I'll see you later. No, it was fuck that. Y'all are out here not playing well. Y'all need to get this bullshit together and stop dicking around. Like, we don't get paid millions of dollars to go out here and lay eggs and be a shitty defense or be a shitty offense. We need to get it together. But somebody's got to do that to Jimmy. Somebody has to light a fire under his ass and let him know that your time is running short. Technically speaking, if anything, he should want to play better because this is an audition for his next team.
Dude.
He's an unrestricted free agent. There is no franchise tag clause on him. So in any way, shape, or form, I mean, make it happen.
Who wants him as their quarterback after seeing that? Fucking Marcus Mariota's been playing way better than Jimmy this year.
It's all bad, bro.
Dude, it's so fucking bad, dude. God damn it, it's so bad. Literally, Deon, I remember how excited we were when we thought this was fucking over last season.
Oh, bro. When we thought it was Trey Lance season, we were on.
Fuck, dude. I literally went from extremely excited and anticipating this season more than I have anticipated this season in a long fucking time. And 3 weeks in, I'm like, fucking shoot me. Get it over with. I don't want to fucking even be a fan anymore.
We're like a lot of us as content creators are drained because we continually have to deal with watching the ineptitude of our offense when it's supposed to be so dynamic and so crazy and so much better than all the other offenses in the league. Commentators come out and say, well, there's a bunch of baby Shanahans running around in the league, or there's a bunch of variations of his offense. Well, explain to me why everybody else can run that motherfucker to perfection, but we can't. And he's supposed to be the creator and the innovator of this offense.
Dude, Cooper Rush for Dallas is better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know, man.
He's playing better right now.
And the whole wins thing, people out there, don't do that. Don't get that man no credit for wins he don't deserve.
Yeah, because we could have almost won that game last night, and then everybody would be like, well, see, Jimmy wins. I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, the team carries his ass. It's just, dude, it's so fucking bad. Oh, my God. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Did you see my tweet last night, Deon?
I didn't even catch it.
I was like, I said, fuck it, bring Cat back. That's how pissed I was.
Hey, man. I mean, shit. What worse can we do? But
like, fuck. He can play better than fucking Jimmy Garoppolo. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's a situation, man, where at the end of the day, we have to deal with Shanahan. We have to deal with 10 for the rest of the year. Does it make any of us happy? Not necessarily, because we like what Kyle does. But the unfortunate thing is he still holds on to the fact that this quarterback is worth something, and he isn't. Him and John spoke highly of him all offseason, trying to build a narrative that never existed because no one cared.
Yep.
No one gave a shit that he was doing anything. Everybody was just like, well, it is what it is, man. That there's nothing that we can really do. We got to keep Jimmy because we can't let a good quarterback go. You mean to tell me that you couldn't cut him? Or was it the fact that you had that plan to run Trey as much as you did and you knew you needed a viable backup because you might fuck him off? And that's not cool. I'm sorry. I honestly look at it like this season is pretty much a wash. And we can only hope to make playoffs if we do that much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, hey, man. 49er Media, final thoughts?
I don't know, man. Like, I just hope we play better, but I don't think that's gonna happen because we have freaking number 10 as our quarterback. So
much. Christian.
I just want the season to be over. I don't know. It sucks because we're wasting such a good defense, and it's going to go to waste. It's insane because obviously defense wins you championships. I always firmly believe that.
Mm-hmm.
This defense is good enough to do that, and this offense is not, and it's because of one player, one position. We are so good.
The main position that we need to be
The most important position in football.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how important the quarterback position is. Look how much talent we have on this offense.
Yep.
Put up 10 fucking points.
It was not even bad weather.
And I guess to give Kyle credit, he did scheme some good shit yesterday, and Jimmy just fucked
Jimmy
it.
just didn't hit it.
Jimmy just fucked it.
Yep.
We could have had 30 points. Like I'm saying, we should have scored 30 fucking points last night. 30.
Yeah.
Nope.
Could do that.
How you miss a wide open Debo, don't even see him. Or you could have just tossed the ball and he could have ran underneath it and walk into the end zone. When you do finally throw one to him and he catches it, so terribly falls down.
Pretty much.
How do you throw a dime to fucking use check and then come back and then fucking throw behind Debo on a slant? Like the slant's the fucking easiest fucking shit to throw. Fuck, I can throw a slant. I can throw a slant. I could have accurately thrown that slant to Deon last night. I'm not kidding.
It wasn't that hard, man. But
I know how to fucking lead a receiver when I throw the ball. I could have fucking thrown an accurate fucking slant to Deon. Or to fucking Debo. Like the fuck, dude. He's fucking 3 steps ahead of the corner. All you have to do is fucking throw it in front of him. Let him get. You throw it fucking 2 yards behind him.
Yeah, well, we're asking for stuff we're never gonna get.
The easiest fucking route to throw when you throw it fucking 2 yards behind him when he's wide open. The easiest fucking route to throw. So I don't want to hear he didn't have a playbook. He's missing the most fucking easiest shit you could possibly fucking throw, and he's fucking missing it.
He throws
that has
behind
nothing to
the
do
guy.
with the fucking playbook. You throw 2 feet behind a guy, the playbook's not gonna fucking help you throw fucking 3 feet in front of him.
That much is true.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Let me go ahead. I'm gonna run this thing from Zach real quick.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
What's going on, guys? Zach Hernandez here from 49ers Hive. And as the Bills and the Rams prepare to kick off the NFL regular season this Thursday evening, now is the time to prepare for your winning season at MyBookie. Whether you're a veteran bettor or a first-timer, MyBookie gets the most of your money with a double deposit bonus. You might be asking, Zach, what's a double deposit bonus? How do I take advantage of this? It's very simple. All you got to do to claim your double deposit bonus is register today at mybookie.ag, sign up, and use promo code HIVE, as in 49ers Hive, HIVE. This is designed to add more excitement to the game and sports we all love. Bet on team win totals, predict the Super Bowl winner, 49ers, or use the MyBookie prop builder and secure the bag. One thing is for sure, guys. Your winning season begins today, exclusively at MyBookie. MyBookie.ag, promo code HIVE, HIVE. Let's win some money, guys.
All right, man. With that being said, we about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in, listening to us vent and be frustrated with the worst list quarterback that we have. But thanks so much for hanging out, man.
Time to pull a Jimmy and run right the fuck out the back of the end zone.
We are running right back out of the back of the end zone. We're gonna back out of this. Thank y'all so much for hanging with us, man. Peace, and we out this joint.
Peace.
Peace.